morning. It's your girl SeekretD with today's strawberry letter response. So the title of the letter is he needs to clean his bed first. This lady writes in, she says she's been dating a guy on and off for 5 years. She said that before they were dating, she was his friend for a long time, and she said that she used to be his alibi and help him lie to women he was dating. So she really does not trust him. So he would say, oh, I was with such and such, and da-da-da, but she knows that he will be with another woman, yada, yada, yada. So she decides to seriously date this man. Well, not really seriously because it's on and off, but whatever. Let's keep going. So she's dating him on and off for 5 years. She said that she gives him grief, but it's his fault. So one of their numerous on and off, she left him. And she said to let him know that she was serious, she did not sleep with him during the time that they were not together. So she said he coerced her back into the relationship by buying her a tennis bracelet. Now, she said this tennis bracelet made her feel better, and she said that for them to celebrate her coming back to him, she told him to clean up the house and cook her dinner. So she comes over, she said that they were hanging out, whatever, dinner, and very quickly after, sex came, because she said they both needed sex. They haven't had sex since, she left him, this, that, and the third. So she said that she was in bed with him after the fact, watching a movie. He pulls the blanket off of her to rub her leg, and she sees something black at the bottom of the bed. She said that she tells him to pick it up, and he takes the remote and flicks it off the bed. So she's like, well, what is it? He picks it up, it's a pair of underwear. So now she like, WTF? And he's telling her that they're her underwear. And she's telling him that no, they not. But now she's questioning if she was maybe too drunk to realize that she left her underwear in the bed, because they already had sex. So her letter, she wrote in to see if it's a coincidence that he's cheating with someone who uses the same brand, or I guess buys the same brand of underwear and wears the same size as her, or is it her underwear and she probably was just drinking and forgot. Now, I don't get it, right? Because my thing is, why are you with this man when you clearly will never be able to trust him? Like, I feel like trust is one of the most important parts of a relationship. And if you don't trust him because you know him intimately, personally, you were his scapegoat when he was cheating on other women, and you decided that this would be a good man for you to date, I don't see how that makes sense. Like, why would you even enter into a relationship with somebody that you don't trust? I feel like, A, you need to have a conversation, explaining how you feel, because I don't know if he knows that you don't trust him. I feel like in his head, you're his girl, and you should know that you hold this spot, because I feel like that's how men be thinking, right? And he wouldn't do that to you. I feel like what he's thinking. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's not true. I don't know this man. So you got to know that for yourself. But I feel like he feels like that should go without saying. So I feel like you don't need to be with him. That's what I think. One, because it seems like the relationship is really toxic with the on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off. Like, what's the point of being in a relationship if it's on and off and on and off, right? But if y'all were broken up for a month, and here's the technicality of it all, even if those underwear do not belong to you, I think they do, because they're the same size and the same brand. That's really, 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 really convenient. I don't really think a lot of women use the same. I mean, unless it's like Victoria's Secret or something like that. I mean, still, either way, I think it'll be really convenient for it to be another woman's underwear. But more importantly, you guys were not together. So unless you guys have some rules in place that say, okay, well, when we're not together, we're not going to sleep with anybody else, then it doesn't make sense for you to even be upset, because technically that was not your man. So even if he slept with somebody while y'all was split up or whatever, that's not your man. So you can't be mad. I mean, you can be mad, but you really don't have a reason to be mad, because that wasn't your man when he had this sex with this lady. But I'm inclined to believe that those are your underwear. But even if they're not, leave it alone. Let it go. Because A, y'all wasn't together. B, those are probably your underwear. And C, you don't know. So it doesn't make sense causing static for something that you're not 100% sure of. You're not 100% that they're yours. You're not 100% that they're not. So at this point, you got to cut your losses and just be like, forget it. But I think the relationship needs to be over, because you don't trust him. And if there's no trust, there's no relationship. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it, but that's what I think. All right, bye.